The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
Wine Vault Radio with Jason Bryant from winevaulttv.com.
Jason Bryant from Wine Vault TV. Good morning.
Being serenaded.
Being serenaded, yes. Yeah. Just the band, the band warming up. I like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, isn't it?
How are you, Wammo? Good?
I am very well.
Yeah.
You had a good week?
Yeah, not too bad. The New Zealand wine industry has had a very good week. 1 in 3 Pinot Noir sold in Australia is New Zealand.
That's
And
good
1 in
news.
2 of red wine sold in Australia over $20 is from New Zealand.
Wow, 50%.
And 50% of all white wine consumed in Australia is from New Zealand.
Crikey. The Aussies can't be too happy about that.
Well, they're
the wine
drinking enough
industry,
of it.
Yeah.
They must love it.
Yeah.
So the Aussie winemakers and the industry body are a bit sour on it. But
So you can't really say it's because our wine is too cheap or anything, or it's underpriced, because if it's over the over $20 range...
yeah, in that like Pinot section, it's good. It's good for the industry.
Yeah.
And today I've just seen the first 2011 Sauvignon Blanc on the market, which, given that it was only picked in March or April, and we're in the kind of...
The 2011?
2011, yeah. So we're kind of like 4 to 6 weeks away from when it was picked.
Hmm.
Bit too quick for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's happened there? It's gone picked, it's gone straight into the fermenter.
Yeah. Yeast added,
Yeah.
filtered,
Yeah.
in the bottle, onto the store. It's a rapid process.
It's hardly had any time to think about...
Being a grape.
Yeah. And about the life that it had on the vine.
Yeah, exactly. Reminiscing in the bottle.
Yeah,
I remember when.
Remember back in the old bush vine?
Yeah.
Hey? The old bush vine.
Yeah. So a really good positive story there, and a slightly negative one, just to kind of balance things off, because that's what it's all about, balance.
Yeah.
In wine, in life, in everything, really. Need balance.
You had a balanced week then?
Yeah, I didn't partake in the media fest of a certain product.
You didn't?
No.
And you completely resisted, or did you talk about it at all? Once
Yeah, I did.
on social media?
I just said, through the channels. I did partake in that. I just wanted us to celebrate kind of... the word organic food is kind of a misnomer, because all food's organic if it contains carbon, so I don't like that. Healthy, natural food, I think, or something like that.
It's interesting because it's Fair Trade Fortnight right now.
Yep.
And if only Fair Trade Fortnight could have the double down effect.
It's because the marketing that went on behind the scenes for that product was phenomenal.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Wasn't at all. They didn't do anything. I don't think they did anything. Seriously. They did absolutely nothing. What it was
the media,
a little bit of social media that was actually natural and organic, if you want to use that word, and actually happened by itself. And then a
seeds were planted.
Nutritionist probably said something stupid, and then the media picked it up.
Yeah. And so they fed the right people the right information to spark the conversation. Perfect.
But I think they spent nothing on it. I haven't seen one TV ad, one newspaper.
No. Ironically, last night I'm watching, after kind of all of this furore has gone on, I'm watching the TV, and a KFC advert comes on, but not for that.
No. Yeah.
For a more healthy option.
Yeah.
For fried chicken wing. Oh no, grilled chicken wings, I think they were. Right.
Yeah.
Full of kind of hormones and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, they don't even
do you know a friend of mine who's a professor at the university? She works in dietary assessment, or whatever it is, the research unit. She said McDonald's burgers increased in sales as soon as they put the healthy options on, because people went in there with the right intention to order the salad, and they ordered a burger anyway.
Yeah.
And so which is very clever. And so they only need 2 or 3 salads in the tray, right? And away you go. So very, very clever.
Have you been keeping an eye on some of the other news around, like how this John Stevenson story has been developing with this SAS?
I have,
article?
and I heard on another radio station that he, for the first time, it's a word you don't really hear that often in journalism anymore, that he's an investigative journalist.
Too right he is.
And yeah, absolutely, bang on.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was really, really cool, and we need to hear a lot more. My idol for that position would be John Campbell, because I think he's got the tools necessary for that.
Depends on whether or not he's allowed to do what he wants.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's always pressure in the editing room. So
I do recommend catching it on demand if you missed it last night. But TVNZ's Media 7 show, where John Stevenson came back on to reply to some of the allegations made against him by some senior officials, and also the ridiculous John Key press conference where he said, something about John Stevenson, sent him a text at night, and he's, don't believe him, he's an idiot. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with some letters that I think John Stevenson has sent to the Prime Minister, and also the head of the Defence Force as well.
If it creates more kind of intense debate about kind of the journalism that should be going on in the country, I'm all for it.
It would be good to see the press gallery follow up on these allegations.
Absolutely.
Because so far they've done nothing.
Because right now they're kind of either got blindfolds on or gags in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving swiftly on.
Yes.
To the reason why I'm here.
The wine bottle.
The wine. Yes. Now, I thought it was going to be a terrible day. I know I've got it's 9:30 in the morning. How am I going to cope? St. Clair Marlborough 2010 Merlot, because I thought it was going to be a pretty shabby day outside after given Tuesday and Wednesday. Yesterday was a kind of scorcher. I watched the news last night. They said rain for Friday, so I bought a kind of winter warmer style wine in. And Marlborough's not known for Merlot, but this is from Wairau Plains, where it does get pretty hot.
The day is young. There's still time for rain.
Absolutely, in Auckland. Yeah. So this is the winter warmer. It's from Winery of the Year.
Oh, and why? How did what?
That's what
awards?
They got voted and awarded, and so
in what? In New Zealand awards?
No, I think it's an international event.
Smells great.
Oh, I'm just handing them round.
Cheers.
So, pass the parcel. But they reckon that this is one of their best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say themselves that it's
yeah.
the best. Okay.
St. Clair 2010 Merlot, and St. Clair are kind of usually known for their Sauvignon Blanc. So
really nice on the nose. Yeah.
It's got American oak, so you get that kind of vanilla character on the nose, and then you get that really kind of ripe Doris style or black plum.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get kind of like some violet.
And what's that? I've heard somebody say it's called the alcohol. But what's the feeling in the roof of your mouth? The sort of the warmth. How do you describe that? Some wines have and some don't, right?
It's all about balance, and that's my key. It doesn't taste too hot for me, but you do get a bit of warmth. That's 14% alcohol.
Yeah,
it's quite high, isn't it?
It is quite high, but I think it holds it. There's enough fruit in there, and there's enough tannin, really silky, smooth tannin in there, and that's what you get. It is a smooth wine.
A little grippy.
You do get a grip. It's still young. It's only a year old. You give that another kind of 5 years, it'll settle down, integrate really well.
It'll start to smooth out.
And it'll be just delicious.
It's even good after a flat white as
Yeah,
well.
I am experiencing the same. Yeah, that's what I had.
It's flushing down the milk.
If this was the Ellen DeGeneres show, we'd all be taking home a case of this tonight.
Yeah. You get a case. You get a case. Woo.
We'd be dancing in the aisles,
and it's smooth, and that's what I like about it. And it represents what Merlot should be about. And it doesn't come from Hawke's Bay, which is kind of like where the capital of our red wines tends to be.
Is Merlot picked up? Because
Sideways really.
Yeah, well, I know, and we talked about that before. Yeah. But even in the back of my mind, when I'm looking at the shelf, I go Merlot. Not so much.
Yeah, I know, but you get great value out of Merlot. That's the whole thing, because winemakers now they choose to plant it and grow it and make it, and so they're making it from the heart, right? Because it's not a viably commercial kind of crop.
Yeah.
Unless you're blending it with something else. Like Cabernet Sauvignon and making a really kind of high standard Bordeaux blend. So you get really, really, really good value, exceptional value out of the wine.
Okay.
Generally.
Cool. All right.
Anyway,
that was
I'm looking forward to the music now.
The St. Clair, just to recap, St. Clair
2010 Merlot.
Brilliant. For more, head to winevaulttv.com. Jason Bryant, thanks very much.
Pleasure.